How's it going, guys? Yomitosh here, back with another video. And today's video, I've got awesome tweaks to show you guys today. Electra Jailbreak has been released not too long ago, and there's some tweaks that are already working. There's some tweaks in development, but these are the tweaks that are good for Electra Jailbreak on iOS 11.1.2. So let's go through some of the best ones I've picked out so far on the compatibility tweak list, which I'll leave down in the description, and let's go. So the first one I have for you guys is Fluidity, and if you guys have seen my other videos, I love this tweak. Fluidity gives you the iPhone 10 gestures on your other iOS devices. So I'll just go through it. You swipe up to unlock, you put in your Touch ID, and you're in. You also get the gestures for the multitasking and all that, so it's a pretty cool tweak. You can also make it so that you have the iPhone 10 dock as well, which I don't particularly like because I've got the iPhone SE here and it's got a pretty small screen, and that just eats up into my screen real estate, so I don't like that. And if you noticed, when I did unlock my device, you would see that there's no keys on the lock menu. This is due to a tweak called SimplePasscodeButtons, and this basically removes all the numbers from inside your lock screen, and you can put your Touch ID as usual, and you can also type in your password as usual, and it works just the same. And on to the next trick. This one gives you a very cool looking keyboard. It's called NewtKeys, and going along with NewtKeys, we've got Swipe Select Pro. So I'm just going to type out, hello, my name is Yomitosh, and what Swipe Selection Pro allows you to do is basically have the your cursor move around by swiping your finger over your keyboard, which is cool. It's pretty similar to the 3D touch option that we've got on all the 3D touch enabled device, but this one doesn't require any force touch, which is quite tricky to click on sometimes, so this is really good. And as I said before, this is the NudeKeys. You can customize this keyboard to any color you like. You can also give it this gradient like I've got. So you've got the black gradient there and you've got the red gradient there. And something I forgot to mention is this bar, which comes along with the fluidity tweak, but you can remove this if you so wish, if it's getting in your way, which it does sometimes. So, and one other tweak I'd like to show you is the smooth cursor. So if you just monitor the cursor, you will notice that it's not very jerky at all. It's very smooth. Like, I'd like you to compare this with another device, and you'd appreciate it a lot, and it just makes it feel more polished. And the next one is smooth pop. So if you do look at my keys closely, you'll see that the pop-up on the individual letters fade away slowly, unlike the regular, which fades away quite quickly, and it just adds to that polished look of the smooth cursor. And for the tweaks for my springboard, I've got Arial, which gives me these colored notification icons on the top. So Bluetooth being red, Bluetooth being blue, wow, alarms being red, the cellular service being blue. And in the middle, I've got Zeppelin. This is quite a popular tweak, and if I just go into the Zeppelin settings, you can see that it's got a lot of customizations, and I've currently got the Dark Knight up there, and there's a plethora of icons to choose from, and you can also get the add-on packs to add even more icons up there. And to put my icon, which is basically my carrier text in the middle, I use something called Movable 9. Movable 9 allows me to move that text to wherever I want it. I could put it on the right if I so wish. But right now what I've got is that my time is on the left and my carrier is in the middle. And I've disabled my signal strength because I find out it's quite intrusive sometimes and I don't really need it. And wow, that just changed. But anyways, the way I get those icons up there is, or at least most of them, is by the theme called Anemone, or rather theme engine called Anemone, and with Vixalum is the theme I'm using, so that's what gives me these icons, this simplified, nice looking icon, simple as well. And with Anemone you can also take out the dock overlay, which kind of like obstructs your wallpaper sometimes. So I really do like this. It gives you your proper wallpaper feel. So in the anemone tweak, you can disable certain aspects of the tweak. I did find this to crash a bit on me sometimes, but you should be able to get it to work after a bit. And disable no dock, which is for the dock right there. And the last one for my battery is a tweak called Alkaline, and Alkaline allows you to give your battery icon a different look. So I've got it on the Sword Art Online SAO for the anime fans, and it just gives me this nice looking Sword Art Online like player life battery bar. And you can also make it into spots, something called bolus, and battery KitKat. So these are some of the options you can choose, and you can also add more as well. And I almost forgot, there's another tweak called Moose, which gives you the different colored highlight for your text. So this, I've made it red to complement the red keyboard, but you can also make this any color you wish as well. So let's head on into the settings application, and if you're going to be like me and going to install a bunch of tweaks, I would advise you get this. It's called Pull to Respring, and it's more or less the easiest way to get your device to respring. So all you do is open up your settings and then just pull down and you get your respring. Pretty neat, right? Now we just wait for the respring to complete. Okay, we're back. And if you did notice, my settings came up black. The tweak I used to achieve this is called Eclipse X, and this is one of the oldest tweaks on iOS right now, and it just keeps going on to the next generation of jailbreak. Awesome, kudos to this developer. So Eclipse X gives you system-wide dark mode on basically any app you have on your device. So this is my Instagram. Dark mode for Instagram. It's a bit iffy, but you can go into settings and tweak them and make them the way you want them to be. So this is the Instagram dark mode for those nights where you're just scrolling through Instagram and you don't want your white screen to kill you. It also applies in Cydia as well as iTunes, the App Store. I'll just show you the App Store. I haven't checked this for myself just yet, but yeah, the App Store. And it's an awesome tweak. It's really one of the best tweaks out there. It also works for photos as well. And the next tweak I'm going to show you is finger touch, and finger touch allows you to use your Touch ID sensor if you still have a Touch ID enabled phone, which I believe many people still do. And so the only one I've got on it right now is the tap and hold for the flashlight. So if you just look in the background just there, tap and hold, and there's my flashlight. There's my flashlight, and I'll just tap and hold again, and it turns off my flashlight. You can also make this double tap to like open your switcher, tap to go home. So cool tweaks like that. But I have the Fluidity, which I really love, so I disabled those ones and just went for the flashlight. So I don't really have to reach into the control center to get my flashlight up and running. And now for those of us who don't have the 200 gig iCloud plan or even the 50 gig iCloud plan, and we just want to manage our device and delete some photos, but you never quite know which one to delete because you're like, is this enough megabytes to delete? So this tweak is called PhotoSize, and it allows you to see how much data that picture or video is taken up on your device. So I'm just clicking through some pictures, and you can see right now it sums up to a total of 2.1 megabytes, which is neat. And onto the last set of tweaks I have for you, 3 tweaks. So the first one I'm going to show you is the charge pulse, and this gives you a little pulse on your battery indicator in the corner there. So it just pulses, it dims, and it comes back up. It's just really an aesthetic, which is pretty cool. I mean, you've got a jailbroken device, so why not? And until the next one is Walmart. And Walmart, I haven't tried on iOS 11 yet, but I did have it on iOS 10. It allows you to randomly change photos, your home screen, your lock screen, and it just allows it to randomly change it for you, so you don't have to go through changing your wallpaper by yourself. And the last tweak, which I forgot, so yeah, I do remember it now. The last tweak is called DopeSettings, and this is one of my favorite tweaks on iOS. So DopeSettings basically gives you this. So in place of airplane mode, I've got no NSA mode. In place of Wi-Fi, I've got internet from thin air. In place of Bluetooth, it says, are your teeth blue yet? In place of mobile networks, it says heating mode. And in place of cellular, it says radiation provider. I mean, this is just cool. VPN, it's supposed to say something else. Let me just try and close out the app and start it again. Sometimes it does this, but yeah, VPN, alternate spy network, which is just laughable. And notifications, attention grabbing options, control center, control my center with that Unicode. So funny. No disturb mode, or rather, is it no disturb? Disturb mode, one of those, it says shut the please. Oh yeah, YouTube ban, I can't say that. General, it says actual settings you're looking for. So I've got this on a small device, so you can't see the whole thing, but yeah, it does say actual settings you're looking for. Sounds, noises, and you got the idea. Siri, dumbass. And then because I did change the icon, it's supposed to show you the security like hand stop, but instead it shows you high five bra, which is pretty cool as well. And just some other funny stuff there. Not so many though. It doesn't occupy every single one of them, but it's just nice to have. So that's it for the best tweaks I can bring to you on the iOS 11.1.2 Electra Jailbreak. Hope you like it. If you'd like to see more, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe as well, and check out my other videos. See you in the next one. Peace.